Hello, I'm Carolina Rendeiro, and I am the Honorary Consul of Portugal here in Miami. I wanted to talk to you just a little bit about how we've been dealing with the COVID-19 issues that have popped up on our side. Of course, with airports and ports being closed, it was very hard to repatriate some of our people, our citizens primarily that were here on vacation, that came over during the holiday season and were staying on until about March. Got stuck here. So some of them have been repatriated, others have had issues with visas and we've extended those visas. But we also had the issues with the crew members aboard many of the cruise ships that were at port and out to sea yet. I must say that that was probably the most challenging that we faced, not through any fault of our own or that of the cruise ships, but because of the ports being closed, the airports being closed, and then of course CDC rulings and everything else that was popping up in this new normal that we find ourselves in. I'm happy to say that as of today, we have very few crew members left to be repatriated, and those are going now by sea into Europe, into Southampton or Rotterdam or Italy, and then being flown home from those ports. But right now, the other question that was posed to me is, what do I see happening? What's popping up? And I see the most is that we're seeing biotech companies, healthcare companies, mostly startups and later stage companies really come into the forefront on this. And in Portugal, that's no different. We have 19 companies working on COVID-19, most of them startups, but others already established companies. And I think that in collaboration, not only with the EU, but definitely crossing the borders and crossing the pond, as we say, working here on the US side with those companies, I think as a global response, we're going to go very far with that. And to me, any challenge, especially one like this one, is always an opportunity. So I look forward to having new opportunities of new business and new relationships, not only for Portugal, but for the EU and the US. Thank you, and thank you, the European Union American Chamber of Commerce.